and he gave me now what I am, the values I am having, no, because of him, Ramasamy, his name is Ramasamy. So
Yeah.
because of him, I am leading his values still. Okay, he brought up me
Wow.
as a brave and confident person, girl.
Thank you so much, Radhika, for being a part of SiddAhmed.com. Our goal is to inspire the young generation, specifically the students. And we are so fortunate to have a wildlife photographer who's so accomplished. We've never had somebody who is so accomplished like you. I want to be honest. All right.
Thank you, thank you.
And thank you for giving us the opportunity to even have a conversation, because this is definitely going to, if not it inspires a whole lot of people, we believe in one person at a time. It could just inspire one person. I think our job is successful, and
Yes.
the amount of time what we have spent in this conversation is going to be super useful for somebody. Why I see that you have a heart is the amount of sessions what you have conducted.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. How do you do this? Is something unbelievable. So with that, I will pass the baton to you, and I would like you to introduce yourself to the audience.
Yeah. So I am Rathika Ramasamy, a wildlife photographer based out of Chennai. My native is, I was born and brought up in Theni, Venkadaslapuram. You can say it was before, it's a Madurai district. It's a beautiful, it's a village, foothills of the Western Ghat. So my village was surrounded by, you can say, Western Ghat, like Periyar Tiger Reserve, and one side you can see Bodimettu. And when monsoon hits the place, village, so you can go 1 hour distance, you can go for all the Suruli Falls and Kumbakarai Falls. So you can say it's a very beautiful
Wow.
village surrounded by nature. Okay, usually we
Yeah.
say you have to go for some tourist place, but if the place itself touristy, you do not go anywhere. You are
Yeah.
surrounded with nature. So maybe that is the reason I am also outdoor person. Uh,
Yeah.
I did my schooling and all there. And for college, I moved to Chennai. I did my engineering, computer engineering MBA. Then after 10 years stint in Chennai, after my marriage, I moved to New Delhi, capital city of India. So I spent my 18 years over there. Last 2, 3 years back, again I am back to Chennai now. So you can say now I am Chennai based, but
Awesome.
I travel. As a wildlife photographer, as part of my job or my interest, I had been to traveling all over Indian national parks and Tanzania, African forest also, Tanzania and Masai Mara, Kenya, South Asian countries,
Wow.
Thailand, Malaysia. So it's going on. It is going to be more than 17, 18 years, you can say. It was wonderful journey for me. I do specialize birds,
Wow.
though I love to shoot other animals also. This is a small introduction. Now we can start, then I can tell.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. There is no better day to have this conversation specifically around, and you prompted me that, which is having this conversation on the World Conservation Day.
Yes, yes.
Thank you for reminding that. And I think you should talk a little bit about that for the audience to understand about what does World
Yes, yeah.
Conservation stands for and
Actually,
how important it is.
yes, World Nature Conservation Day, it's a really great thing that you are like July 28th, world is celebrating Nature Conservation Day, because as a human, no, we overusing our resources, okay? So that this
Yeah.
day, at least we are just reminding our common people and everyone that less usage of our resources, so that future generation will have more resource in the future, like less using less water, no plastic usage, and so many other few things, plant tree, and see, these are the things,
Yeah.
actually these are resources, we are using very often. We are over stressed for the forest, other planet earth. So by carrying small things, like everyone know, instead of using your
Yeah.
lift, go by you can use a staircase, and just use your plastic things, sustainable way of living, so that we will have
Absolutely.
our future generation will have all the resources. There is a way of
Yeah.
celebrating. So the reminding, not only one day, if you ask me, it's not only one day we have to celebrate, we have to remember this throughout 360 days. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, what is happening nowadays is majority of the corporates, right, the large organizations are very conscious about this. The UN is very conscious about it.
Yes, great.
So thank you so much for reminding that. And I think it's not
It's
something
great.
we should do
Actually,
for
a few
a
years before, no one knows. Now we can see social media, Twitter, everything's World Conservation Day. It's a trending. It's a good thing, no? Creating more awareness. People are knowing more things. No, it's planet that we have to save our Earth, and so it's a
absolutely.
good initiative. Yeah.
Absolutely. Again, I wanted to emphasize there's no better time to have this conversation. Today we're talking about World Conservation Day, and you have the Tiger Week coming up as well.
Yes,
Talk
yes.
to us a little bit about Tiger.
Tomorrow, yeah, you will be talking about that also. Tomorrow is a Tiger Day. Yeah, well, Tiger Day.
Yeah. What is so special about Tiger Day? Why do we celebrate Tiger Day?
See, tiger is one, you can say India's pride. Tiger is a key animal in the forest, okay? But before English came, we have a lot of population, more than 10,000 tigers. But all the English came and they just all hunted, all the zamindars, rajas and all, they do all the hunting, they went on. So we had 1972, we have only 1,800 tigers. Okay, the population is that much count them. But the government started 1973, Indian government started Project Tiger campaign. So they initiated all over India. Now we have more than 51 tiger reserves. Okay, because of the campaign, we are saving the tiger project, successful tiger project. Now we have doubled the tiger counts, 3,300 plus.
Wow.
Plus. Okay, 3,300 plus. But the thing is, now we are having, but future also we have to keep sustain these numbers, no? So that now itself, it's creating awareness about everyone. The main thing is man-animal conflict. The tigers are entering territory, the human habitat, and other poaching also. The need for humans, the people, you know, product tiger skin, other whiskers and all. The under viswas. Still, people are believing. Though the organized crime has been stopped internationally, it was a big crime. It was stopped, but still local poaching is going on. So people around living near the villages, forest and all, they were mostly depending on the forest. But tiger also having the habitat of the forest. So testing the tiger habitat, we are pushing the forest also and tigers also. So creating awareness, government is also taking so many activities. So this celebrating World Tiger Day, we are emphasizing that we want to sustain the same number of tiger, more than increase the number of tigers. This is the purpose of celebrating Tiger Day. Of course, India successfully we are conserving, but still it's not enough. Okay, we have to do so many other things also. Yeah.
Absolutely agree. Thank you for sharing that insight. So I'll start a little. I'm so intrigued when you said your story that you are from Venkatachalapuram, near Theni. It's beautiful in nature, and you feel like it is already a place where you're living in wildlife. In the sense, it's such a beautiful place. So tell us a little bit about your childhood, early childhood. Were you born in Venkatachalapuram?
Yes. And my mother was a school teacher, government school teacher. Okay, and father was an army officer. He was in army. But because of my education, no, my mother was she was living in school in Venkatachalapuram. My father used to come to holidays and all. So that is the way we single parent like we live like this all my college days up to until college. My grandparents and all, they are landlords. Grandparents and all, we also had cotton field. My grandma used to take us as a child to morning and all, we go for cotton field. Even I also did all the work in my field also. We were collecting cottons and all. And we had backyard also. We had backyard. Now we are talking about sustainability. But those days I remember we had banana trees, drumstick and greens, no, and a chicken also. So without going anywhere, we per day we can have everything in our home itself. Okay, banana, drumstick, sambar, and all the chicken, egg and all. Sustainability, actually we live like this, but now on the way we may have forgotten something. So this is the, I'm outdoor person. So whenever grandma goes, I used to go out, and I love traveling also. Okay, whenever Papa
Yeah.
comes the holiday, we used to go there wherever he posted. So it was my childhood is really happy and more what do you say? I am a maybe a hyperactivity kid. I won't
Yeah.
walk at all. I
Yeah.
always run as a kid. My mother used to hit me like this. Just walk, don't run. You would imagine. That's why maybe in my ways that I am a nature. I can't sit. A 9 to 5 job is not for me. Maybe I usually run. Maybe hyperactivity kid when I was a
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
But my mother used to sit me here to study. So studies and all, I am very good at
Sure.
studies. First or second, I will come, and I'm a good child. Okay, although I'm only once single, I only child, so I am well pampered, but still I'm very sensible person. My childhood, school and all, no, it got very smoothly. Like teacher, I
Very
study
nice.
well. Then the next is what you study, computer engineering or
Yeah.
doctors. Okay, so I took first group first time. My native, no one took the first group. That also maths means
Wow.
பொண்ணுங்களுக்கு வராது. That girls know maths is not
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
girls like that. So I am the first person
Wow.
took maths in my school. My father told me I had doubt whether I could do it in maths
Mhm.
and all. So my father told me, no problem. Even if you fail also, it's fine. You have to take maths. Then only you
Wow.
can go for engineering. Okay, but I never heard computer in my life until I joined my college. Sid. Okay, my father told me,
Yeah.
if you join computer, there is something new engineering comes. Okay, it's a computer engineering. If you took this computer engineering, you need not go outside. Okay, you will be working inside the
Yeah.
AC. So your father used to tell.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking, when he is looking there, I am not interested in AC. I am outdoor, 48 degree I am shooting, but it's meant to be, you know. So that is the
Yeah.
introduction. My school days, it was a really good. I'm having my loving
Wow.
parents, and
Yeah.
father is very
Yeah.
broad minded, as because of he's in a army. So in kid itself, we used to
Yeah.
read all the books, like comics books, Ambuli Mama. I don't know whether you remember. In Tamil,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ambuli
Of
Mama
course.
is
Unbelievable.
famous. Yeah. So from kids, we used to read all the books, local libraries, well equipped. So in there is no TV that time, no TV, no
Yeah.
games and all. So I used to bombard going to all the, I explored all the books and all. Okay, children books, everything. And I grown up like Ponniyin Selvan, all the books. So that freedom my father gave me, that I had to be well read, and newspaper also Hindu, all the Tamil newspaper, English newspaper we used to get. So though I lived in
Yeah.
village, I was getting all the knowledge because of my father, and he gave me now what I am, the values I am having. No, because of him, Ramasamy. His name is Ramasamy. So
Yeah.
because of him, I am leading his values still. Okay, he brought up me
Wow.
as a brave and confident person, girl. No gender bias. He
Yeah.
never said that you are
Parenting.
a girl, you have to be do like this. He never did do like that. He gave me full freedom to choose my studies also. Whatever passion I am interested, he
Yeah.
gave me.
Wow. What a story. You hit upon so many different points, Radhika, about parenting, right?
Yes,
How important is it to treat, there is no gender bias, and treat your
yes.
kids in the same way? You spoke about நீங்க சொன்ன ஒண்ணு இருக்குல்ல, வீட்டுக்கு பின்னாடி வந்து முருங்கை மரம், வாழை மரம், and
Although now I
கோழி
think, yeah,
முட்டை,
we sustainable.
you
I
know.
remember I put a egg and all, அப்படியே கோழியை எடுத்து குடிச்சிருக்கேன்.
Yeah.
I do like this, you know.
Exactly.
So even I used to go cotton field, Papa, when I grandma could have, I collect cottons and all, no, in my place. Even I
Yeah.
did, you won't believe me, see. Those days also I did as a summer job. Even my neighbors
Yeah.
field and all, no, we
Wow.
plug like mirchi, you know, mirchi,
Yeah.
other things and all. We did. I remember. I heard even my summer job also. I saved 300 rupees something. That time it's like 3,000,
Wow.
30,000 like this. So summer I did this and all.
Yeah.
I had in village itself.
Awesome. Awesome. Which school did you study for
It's my
in your
school is
elementary?
Sri Varda Venkata Ramana Higher Secondary School. It's up to plus to one of the oldest school. You can say more than, I think, oldest
Wow.
school. Around, I think, 10-20 villages usually come to study in my village. So nearest
Wow.
village, our village is a big village, you can say.
Yeah.
So this is the.
Do you go back
You know
often
what?
to the village?
But still, the place is still, it was conservative in those days. In now also, The girls usually we won't go out easily anywhere. Okay, until at some age
Got it.
they won't go allow whether mother has to come, whether someone has to come. We can't just roam around like cities and all. Still, it was conservative those
Yeah.
days. When I also brought up like that only until college. After college, yet that we had to go out, no. So I
Yeah.
changed.
Yeah.
Adaptation is coming when that the situation comes that I have to go alone to city, any shops, anywhere, college and all. No? So I was also like that. I never
Mm.
go alone anywhere after the childhood days and all. No? It's a custom. We have to at home like this. It's very
Wow.
conservative. So it's like that only. Now see, I am
Awesome.
traveling
Awesome.
everywhere alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from where to
So
village,
that itself is a
Venkataswapuram to
great story, you know.
Venkataswapuram to
Yeah.
Delhi. Now all of even all of wealth also I'm traveling alone sometimes. So it's a great.
It's such a powerful story, Radhika. What you said. Majority of our followers, right? They are first generation workers, right? Our workforce, in the sense like we have a large back office facility based out of Trichy. We have close to about 52% of the workforce is women,
Okay.
girls,
Okay.
and 38% of first generation.
Okay.
நீங்க சொல்ற the story what you have said, right? From coming from a village to your accomplishments, what you've achieved, and so well traveled.
Yeah,
It is.
that's why usually it's not like
It's a,
that where you are study and where which city, small city. If you really want to do something,
yeah,
you can do it. That's I am an example. I am a
absolutely.
living example. You can say.
That is exactly what we wanted to hear in this conversation.
I'm a
What a
convent school.
story!
There
What
is
a
no
story!
need to go
Wow.
convent school and all. Up to 12th, I did my Tamil medium only. Okay, there is no other option because
Wow.
English medium and all, you have to go very far. I don't want. I am as a only side. They don't put me in any hostel. Okay,
Yeah.
Calicut hostel. So I did my school and that's very good. After that, I did studies everything. So they still people think, we being village, you can't go and all. No? But only difference is my
Yeah.
parents because of my father had been to all over India. He gave me that knowledge.
Yeah.
So that's why parenting is very
So
important.
absolutely, very well said. Now tell me this: your father was in the army, and I'm sure an army background gives a
Yeah.
huge value system
Yes.
overall for the entire family. For him to just come and you met him only during vacations. You
Yes.
mentioned that because he was in the army, you were stationed in the
Yeah.
village. You met him only once a month or once in a year for a month, 2 months during your vacations. But yet, during that short span of time, he was able to instill so much of influence or so much of value system in
Yeah.
you. What do you think about that?
I would like to add one thing, Sid. Actually, college, then I came to Chennai. My father posted in Chennai. So after college, I was living
Okay,
with my father. Okay, like this. My mother was in
very
school.
nice.
But the one beautiful thing, people, I would like to mention now. Though he was posted in Shillong, somewhere, Bombay, Shillong, even some places, letter will come 10 days to reach to us. Okay, from Happy Valley
Yeah.
to Assam and all. No? It's a military army. It will take 10 days to reach. But what my father used to do, he used to write daily letters. Okay, even we used to write
Wow.
daily letters that what happened, my school, everything. So my father used to write what happened. So every day I come 11 o'clock after lunchtime, I will getting one letter from my father. So he used to write my mother also, for me also. See, we know now there is no WhatsApp, no phone,
Yeah.
nothing. But through letter,
Yeah.
we know everything what's going on PCN, what's happening in my life also. As if we met, we know everything. It's yesterday only we met. That is the communication. Father himself, no. This
Wow.
I have to tell you,
Wow.
no. He comes so every letter itself, each letter I have to get every day. So whatever he is tired, he used to write letter me. That also my letter is not supposed to seen by my mother. That independence, he told
Got
me,
it.
it's a thing.
Yeah.
That itself, he told me that itself. You should not read a mother letter. Mother is also won't read my letter.
What amazing
So
parenting,
through
Radhika.
letters, we used to communicate. It's
Yeah.
not like that the way use everything. No, he used to say. He used
Yeah.
to say this. Have you read any newspapers and have you read letters? And he teach me
Yeah.
how cricket. I have no idea how it is. Then I came to college.
Yeah.
He teach me how the cricket is. So many things he teach me. College, he was with me.
Wow. So I'll have to tell you this story just so that I can connect not to the extent like daily letters, my grandfather,
Mm-hmm.
right? He used to write letters, and he was very avid writer. He used to write letters to his sons, daughters, which is my
Yes.
mom. And we see those letters, the language and the way it was written, the
Yes.
handwriting, and we still relish those reading those
Yes.
letters, you know. And I think writing letters, it's not about just sending an email. Electronic email
Yes, yes.
does not
You
have that
spending
look
your
and
time, emotions, you
feel.
spending. Though far away,
Yeah,
we felt so connected. See, now with all the WhatsApp phone, also still few people we never felt connected at all. And now we took time. We are thinking twice to
absolutely.
call. So those days we used to write. We spend. And the beautiful thing is, he told me to teach the relationship. You are telling, no, now the comes marketings and
Yeah,
all, no, how to keep your clients,
yeah,
how to keep. He told me those
yeah,
days.
yeah,
Even relatives also, friends also, here to wish happy birthday, Pongal, happy New Year, Pongal. So we
yeah,
used to buy all the cards and personally write everything. Okay, every
yeah.
year I used to write all my friends, cousins, and all. So seeing me, they used to write me letters, happy birthday, happy
Wow,
New Year, happy Pongal. So it really helped me to appreciate the relationship, whether it is a friends, it's a
absolutely.
relatives, it's a customer, it's a client. Now also it helps me to
Yeah.
keep my clients, my relationship, by business aspect also it helps me. How small things matters, you know?
Very true. I have to tell you on that note, right?
Mm.
Writing a card and writing a thank you note or wishing
Yes,
somebody is the most powerful thing. A WhatsApp message or sending an
yes,
email
yes.
does not really solve. It
Still,
just builds a
now
huge
still, if you
bond.
see my fan page, whenever I get time, I go and say thank you. Though I'm getting 100
Yeah,
comments, whenever I find
yeah,
time, personally, I go and say I thank you. So that that person giving me at least 1 second of his life to drop in my page and to appreciate my photograph,
yeah,
and he's saying very good, awesome. No, so what I'm going to give? If I am free, I can say thank you. No, still I am doing it.
yeah.
You can see, anyone send me
Gratitude.
message, I reply also. Still I am getting what camera, what lens to buy. For me, it's a
Yeah,
silly questions, okay? But I don't want to disappoint them because they are believing that I will answer. So I usually write, you
yeah,
can check Insta, everywhere PM, I usually write reply, this camera, this lens, still same questions, but for them it's a new questions. For me,
very
it's the
true.
same answer. So something they're believing that I can reply. So I used to do this. So this value my father teach me. They you have to appreciate relationship. Anything don't take it for granted. Respect everyone,
Yeah.
irrespective of whether money, whether religion. You have to that he brought up me like this.
I have to say this, Radhika, you are huge on gratitude
Yeah.
and very huge on humility. You are saying that, okay, for me it is it's a silly question to answer about what camera, but people really do believe that that is because of everything God has gifted you and your hard work with all the
Yes.
accomplishments what they have, and people think of you as a beacon of hope where you can show them that this is the direction. So thank you for doing everything what you do. You know,
Thank you.
every small post what you do, because you're a huge influencer, and every
And
time you
definitely,
post,
people say, no,
um,
you can talk about feminism. I would like to say, my young fans, female fans, and all, no, we always say we are equal to boys. We never,
yeah,
I was not brought up like a gender bias. Okay, we always equal,
yeah,
like boys equal. So I believe, even for me also, like it's a son, I have to look after my parents. Okay, so I
yeah,
last 18 years before my mother expired, I was looking after her. Though she is financially independent, but I want to be with her. She was living with me, and without making
yeah,
nice, I really believe that for not feminism, I want to keep my maiden name Ramasamy. My father's name has to be with
yeah,
me. Okay, because
yeah,
he is
yeah.
so much influence of me, my best friend, my hero. There is no need to tell. Everyone knows in my family, my friends. But I want to keep his name
Wow,
with me. That's why I'm still Rathika Ramasamy. Without telling, we can keep. No, we
wow,
are telling that we are equal. So same responsibility yes, you have to take. As a female girl also, you have to take a responsibility as a,
very true.
without telling, you can take. So I am proudly say,
Yeah, yeah.
after my father expired, I was looking after my mother. I am so proud and happy daughter. You can say,
Awesome,
yeah.
awesome, awesome.